Where's my charger? The white one, not the cheap one. Leo's voice echoed through the hallway. It's in the guest room, Mom called back, pulling her suitcase zipper tight. Did you pack your adapter? Yeah, I'm not stupid, Leo muttered. Italy uses different plugs. I stood by the door, holding my phone. Its screen was cracked. Battery at 3%. My sneakers were frayed at the toes. Mom looked at me for half a second. Ethan, don't look at me like that. Just couldn't afford 3 tickets this year, right? I said, voice flat. Totally get it. We needed a break, sweetie, she continued, adjusting her sunglasses even though we were inside, and Leo's been doing so well in school. It's kind of a reward. I raised an eyebrow. He failed math. Dad finally spoke without lifting his head. Don't be sarcastic. It's not attractive. Leo walked past me with his backpack slung over one shoulder. Hey, you can still have fun here. Mow the lawn. Watch the neighbor's cat. Classic summer. He winked. I didn't move. Don't start drama, Mom snapped. You're 16. You're not a baby. I stayed quiet. Dad sighed. We expect you to handle things while we're away. Keep the place clean. Don't burn anything. Leo grinned. Try not to cry too much. The neighbors might hear you. I clenched my jaw. They wheeled their shiny suitcases to the door. Passport, tickets, matching outfits. Leo had designer sunglasses. I had last year's hoodie. Mom turned back. We'll bring you something, okay? Don't bother, I said. She frowned. Don't be dramatic. The door clicked shut. I stood there for a full minute. Just silence. Then the quiet buzz of the fridge. My room felt like a prison. I opened the group chat family summer 2025. All I saw were photos. Leo at the airport. Mom smiling at a croissant. Dad sipping coffee. By a glass window overlooking Paris. I closed the app. Opened it again. Closed it again. I went to the kitchen. The fridge was half empty. Be useful while we're gone, Mom's voice played in my head. I sat on the roof that night. Wind wasn't strong, but it was cold. My knees pressed to my chest. I stared at the sky. A single plane blinked in the distance. I whispered, they left me like I don't matter. The stars didn't answer. I'm not nothing, I said aloud this time. I won't be nothing. My voice cracked. I wiped my eyes. Fast. You're 16. You're not a baby, I exhaled. I swear, I muttered. They'll see me one day. Not because I begged, not because I cried, but because I became something without them. Downstairs, the lights from Leo's room blinked blue. He'd left his stupid LED strip on. I went down, unplugged it, slammed his door shut. In the bathroom, I stared at my reflection. Pale, messy hair, hoodie hanging off one shoulder. I whispered, "You're not invisible?" They just refused to look. Then I turned off the lights, and I slept with the weight of silence around me. But in my chest, something small had started to burn. Ethan, Mom's text buzzed on my screen before I even opened my eyes. Be useful while we're gone. Below it, a checklist. Water the plants, sweep the porch, clean Leo's room, mow the lawn. I didn't reply. By noon, sweat soaked my shirt. The mower sputtered over dry grass, the same patches I'd already cut 2 days ago. Leo's room still smelled like his cologne. I nearly gagged. That evening, I scrubbed dishes at Mr. Jacob's diner. You always this quiet? He asked, stacking plates behind the counter. Depends on the day, I muttered. He chuckled. Fair enough. You wash like you're mad at the plates. Maybe I am. He didn't press, just slid over a basket of fries.
Hot.
Eat something. On the house. I stared at the food. Thanks. Parents out of town? He asked. Europe. Fancy. They left me behind. He paused. Ouch. Yeah, I said. Told me they couldn't afford 3 tickets. Guess I'm the spare. He didn't say sorry. I like that. Instead, he nodded slowly. Sometimes. Being left behind gives you time to figure things out. That night, I climbed back onto the roof. My phone buzzed non-stop group chat again. Leo holding gelato in Rome. Mom in front of some castle. Dad with a caption, family time. I laughed. Family. Sure. Inside, I opened the hallway closet. Old books, dusty boxes, broken toys. Bottom I found a blank notebook. No name. Just lines waiting to be filled. I sat on the floor, pen in hand. The first page I wrote, every time they made me feel like I didn't belong. Then I listed it, told me I was too dramatic. I said, Leo deserved more because he smiled more. Left me alone for summer like I wouldn't notice. Didn't ask if I was okay. The list grew fast. I didn't cry. I didn't even flinch. It wasn't pain anymore, it was fuel. The next day, Mr. Jacobs handed me a new apron. Need more hours? Yeah, I said. I don't want to be home. He raised an eyebrow. You ever think of saving for something? Not really? Just trying to escape? Well, he said, earning your own way feels different. Makes you stand a little taller. I nodded. I'm tired of feeling small. You've got more in you than they see, kid. That hit me. Not because he said it, but because he meant it. I wrote that down in the notebook too. Mr. Jacobs saw me before my parents ever did. The house was quieter now. I stopped checking the group chat, stopped waiting for updates. Instead, I filled that notebook, page after page. Not just what they did, but how it made me feel. How it shaped me. How it hardened me. I wasn't planning revenge. I wasn't planning tears. I was planning a version of me they'd never recognize. One that didn't beg to be seen. One that made them look anyway. Asterisk. Hey, look who didn't melt without us. Leo dropped his Louis Vuitton bag right in the doorway. I stayed silent, wiping the diner grease off my hands. Still working at that greasy place? He smirked, unzipping his jacket, even though it was August. Mom peeked over her sunglasses. Did you remember to water the succulents? Every day? Dad walked past me like I was a lamp? Wi-Fi still works? Yeah, I said. I paid the bill. Leo snorted. You paid something? I didn't answer. I walked past them, up to my room, shut the door quietly. They didn't notice. That night, I pulled my camera from under my bed. Secondhand, scratched screen, but it worked. I hit record and stared into the lens. This was my summer vacation, I said. Then I turned the camera to the toilet bowl and dropped in a brush. Scrubbing hard, added a caption later. My summer trip sponsored by Being the Forgotten Child. Uploaded TikTok. No hashtags. Just the truth. Didn't expect anything. Went to bed. Woke up to 345,000 likes. And counting? I blinked. Checked again. 2 million views. Comments poured in. I see you. You're not alone. You deserve more. Scrolled. My chest felt tight in a way I didn't hate. Ethan? Mom called from the kitchen. Can you get the groceries? Walked down, phone buzzing non-stop in my pocket. She handed me the list and pick up almond milk. Leo can't drink regular. I'm not going, I said. She looked up. Excuse me? I'm not going. Leo raised an eyebrow. TikTok fame gone to your head? I shrugged. Maybe. He laughed. What did you even post? Another mop dance? I turned my phone around, showed him the video. He squinted. You posted our toilet, our house, I said. My reality. Mom frowned. You embarrassed us online. No, I said. I told the truth. She opened her mouth, but I walked out. At the diner, Mr. Jacobs handed me my check. You all right, kid? Yeah, I said. People are listening now. He nodded. Keep telling your story. Spent the next 2 days filming. Me cleaning floors. Me reading my notebook aloud. Me staring at the empty dinner table while they laughed in the other room. Every post hit. Not viral every time, but steady. Comments like, this feels real. You're helping me more than you know. Please don't stop. I didn't. One night, Leo barged in. How are people watching this crap? It's not for you, I said. You think you're some kind of star? No, I said. I think I exist. He scoffed. Whatever. But he didn't slam the door this time. He just left. Later, I watched my reflection in the lens, my voice steadier, my eyes a little sharper. Said, "You don't need to be invited to matter." I posted it. That one hit 1 million views. 2. I didn't care about the number. I cared that I felt seen. For the first time, maybe ever, I wasn't invisible. "You're taking this trash down." Today, Dad's voice was sharp. I didn't look up from my phone. He slammed his coffee mug down. "You're embarrassing us." I scrolled through the latest comments on my post. "Thank you for saying what I never could. You make me feel less alone." "You already embarrassed me," I said. "Years ago," Leo stood from the table, chest puffed like a bad actor. "Think you're better than us now?" I stood, slow. "No. Just done being invisible." He shoved me. Hard. I didn't move. Didn't flinch. Just stared. "That all you got?" Mom wiped her face, though there were no tears. "We gave you everything. You gave me chores. Guilt." Silence. Her lip trembled. "You've ruined my reputation. Maybe it deserves to be ruined." Silence. Thick, awkward, final. That afternoon I packed. Mom stood at my door. "Where will you even go?" "Somewhere I'm not treated like a burden." "Don't do this," she said. "You'll regret it." I zipped my duffel. I already regret staying this long. Texted Mr. Jacobs. "Still okay to crash in the attic?" His reply was instant. "Doors open." I left before sunset. No one tried to stop me. The attic was small, bare bulb, creaky floor. One mattress, but it felt freer than home ever did. "Thanks for this," I said, setting my bag down. "You cook, you mop. And we call it even," Mr. Jacobs said, smiling. "Deal." I filmed my dinner mac and cheese on a chipped plate. Caption: "Tastes like peace." Uploaded. Next morning, I scrubbed the diner stove while recording. "Every pan I clean makes me feel lighter." Posted it. Overnight to 8K likes. Comments like, "You're healing out loud." "Your voice feels like mine." I kept going. One day Leo messaged me. "Mom's sick from stress. Hope you're happy." Didn't reply. I filmed a video instead. Me sitting at the diner counter, pouring coffee. "Sometimes peace looks like solitude." Caption: "Day 41, away from home." Still breathing, Mr. Jacobs slid into the booth across from me. "You're getting noticed." "Yeah," I said. "Feels weird. Good weird." I nodded. "Like people see me now. Not just look at me, see me." He leaned back. "You always had something worth seeing." I smiled. No one ever said that before. Then they weren't paying attention. DM from a girl in Texas. "Your videos helped me walk away from my toxic family. Thank you." Another one. "You're the reason I started journaling again." Another. "Please keep talking. You saved me." My eyes burned. Not sad, not overwhelmed, just full. The next night, I filmed myself folding diner napkins. "If you're surviving in silence, I hear you." Caption: "No one claps for small wins, so I will." 100K followers, Mr. Jacobs clapped when I told him. "You're building something." "Feels like it," I said. At midnight, I lay on the mattress, staring at the ceiling. I whispered into my phone camera. They didn't like the new me because they never cared for the old me, and that's okay. Posted it, closed my eyes, and slept better than I had in years. "Asterisk, dude," Jake said, waving his phone at me. "Your brother just posted a TikTok." I looked up from editing my video. "Leo, yeah, it's bad." I took his phone. Leo stood in a staged kitchen, fake, sad face on. He sniffled dramatically. "My name's Leo. My family left me behind while they ate lobster in Dubai." He dropped to the floor, wiping fake tears with money. I had to clean toilets and cry into instant noodles. Caption: "Hashtag forgotten brother, hashtag boohoo." I handed the phone back. "He really thought that was smart," Jake grimaced. The comments are eating him alive. I scrolled. "This ain't it, bro. Mocking your own brother for being real. Yikes. No wonder he left." An hour later, the video was gone. Then came Leo's message. You think you're better than us now? I stared at it. No anger, no ache, just nothing. I locked the screen and went back to work. Jake leaned over. You gonna reply? Nope. You. Sure. Yeah. He nodded slowly. That's cold. It's peace. That night, I filmed in the attic. I looked into the lens. Sometimes people try to copy your pain for attention. But pain isn't a trend. It's something you live. Through caption, no filter. Just Truth posted next morning 12K comments. Felt that in my bones. You're the realest person on this app. Leo sent another message. What do you even want? An apology? I didn't respond. He followed up. This internet fame won't last. Family does. I set the phone down without reading the rest. At the diner. Mr. Jacobs slid a plate across the counter. Everything okay? Is Leo's spiraling? He jealous? Probably you want him to be? I shook my head. I just want space. He refilled my coffee. We've got it here. That night, another message. I was just joking. You're too sensitive. I didn't even open it this time. Instead, I filmed myself sweeping the floor. I used to beg for love from people who wouldn't give it. Now I give it to myself. Caption, healing isn't loud. Sometimes it's silence. Jake knocked on my door later. Dude, you good? I'm fine. He paused. Like really fine? Or fake fine? For the first time.
Sure.
Not mad? No, I just don't care anymore. That's deep. It's freedom. We sat in silence. No phone, no posts. Just stillness. And I realized I didn't want revenge. I wanted release. And I finally had it. Asterisk, the bell over the door jingled. I looked up from the counter. She walked in wearing sunglasses indoors. Her smile was tight, rehearsed. Hi, she said softly. Kept wiping the counter. You need a table? No, I came to see you. I didn't answer. Just kept. Cleaning the same spot? Can we talk? I finally met her eyes. About what? She took a slow breath. We didn't mean to hurt you, but you did. Her fingers curled around her purse strap. I know. You just what? We were overwhelmed. Your father was under stress, and your siblings had nothing to do with it. I cut in. But they watched. Said nothing. Just like you. She looked away. That's not fair. It's completely fair. She pulled off her sunglasses. Her eyes were watery. You don't understand how hard it is to be a mother. I'm not here to make you feel better. She blinked. I didn't come for that. Then why are you here? She reached into her purse and pulled out a check. She placed it gently on the counter. Let us help now, I stared at it. My name on the line, number I didn't bother reading. I didn't move. She tried to smile again. It's not everything, but it's something. Only help when it makes you look good. That's not true. It is. This isn't for me. This is damage control. Her lip quivered. Please don't say that. You left me in that house feeling like a burden. I begged you to see me. I didn't know. Yes, you did. She fell silent. I used to cry in my room, I said. You walked past me. You knew. Her voice cracked. I was trying to hold the family together. No. You were trying to hold the image together. Her hand trembled on the check. I miss you. I pointed at the door. You can miss me from there. She hesitated. Ethan, you said I was too sensitive. I didn't mean it, but you said it. She didn't speak. Take the check, I told her. She didn't move. I'm not cashing it. She looked down, then turned to leave. She paused at the door. Your sister asks about you. She knows where I am. I told her you're angry. I'm not angry. I'm done. She opened the door. If you ever change your mind, I won't. She walked out. I stood there, the check still on the counter. Jake came out from the back. Was that? Yeah, he looked at the check. That real? Fortunately? He nodded. You gonna keep it? Nope. I picked it up, walked to the trash, and dropped it in. Jake whistled low. Cold. No, I said. That was warm. For me, he smiled. Proud of you. I went back to wiping the counter. Me too. Yo, did you see this? Jake held out his phone behind the diner counter. I glanced at the screen. It was Leo's face screenshots everywhere. Deems, cheating texts, fake giveaways. People are calling him out hard, Jake muttered. He's trending? I wiped down a plate. Yeah, you're not even a little curious. I already know who he is. Jake raised an eyebrow. You don't want to say anything? Nope. He mocked you. You dragged your name through the dirt, and now he's doing it to himself. Jake whistled. Damn, that's ice cold. No, I said. That's peace. He scrolled. Girl named Alina posted everything. Said he cheated, lied, stole, even used your name to boost his TikTok. I didn't react. She leaned closer. You're really not going to respond? I shook my head. Why would I? Because it's... Leo, man, he tried to become Yuan, failed, exposed himself. I didn't have to lift a finger. My phone buzzed. DM after DM. You've seen this, right? Didn't he call you a fake? Say something? Jake peeked at my phone. Your followers want blood. They won't get it from me. He blinked. You're serious? Need revenge. He leaned on the counter. Okay, but does it feel good? I thought about it. No. It just feels still. Still. It's like I'm not carrying him around in my head anymore. Jake nodded slowly. That's deep. I used to replay every insult.
Ow.
Every shove. Every time he laughed while I cried. And now I just don't care. Jake tilted his head, not even a little satisfaction. I shrugged. Karma's louder than I'll ever be. He laughed. That should be a TikTok. I smirked. Nah, that's not my message. Jake tapped the counter. You've really changed. No, I just stopped needing their approval. He paused. You think he'll reach out? If he does, he won't like my silence. Jake's phone dinged again. More screenshots. This guy really burned every bridge. That's not my fire to watch. He looked at me. So what now? I make lunch. I wash dishes. Fill my shift. Life goes on. He gave me a half smile. You're a better man than me. I'm just done letting him live rent-free in my head. My phone buzzed again. Did you see Leo crying on live? He apologized. Said he was broken. Jake read over my shoulder. Now he's playing victim. I locked my phone. Not my story to fix. Jake stared at me. You really mean that? I nodded. For the first time I do. Ethan, you ready? Looked up at the woman holding the clipboard. Do I look ready? She smiled. You look terrified. I am. She laughed. Good. That means it matters. I stepped onto the small stage, palms sweaty, maybe 30 people in the audience, mostly teens. Some looked bored, others curious. The mic screeched a little. I cleared my throat. Hi, I'm Ethan. Hi. Wasn't popular. I didn't have cool friends. Or any, really. A few heads lifted. I spent one summer alone in my room. My family left me behind, said I wasn't worth the cost. A couple kids exchanged glances. I thought no one saw me. I thought I'd disappear. More silence. But then I posted one video. Just me talking. Crying, actually. Girl in the front row leaned forward, and somehow strangers cared. They commented. They listened. A guy in the back whispered something. His friend shushed him. I'm not famous. I don't have a big house. But for the first time, I feel like I matter. Someone clapped, then more hands joined in. Afterward, I sat on the edge of the stage, catching my breath. My legs still shook. Hey, a girl approached me. Be 16, that was real. Thanks. You helped me survive my summer. I blinked. Really? She nodded. My parents split. I stayed with my aunt. My birthday. I swallowed. I'm sorry. She smiled. I'm not anymore. I found your videos. It felt like someone else understood. I do. She looked at her shoes. I was gonna drop out. Are you still thinking about it? She shook her head.
Ew.
I'm applying to art school. I smiled. That's brave. She hesitated. Can I hug you? I nodded. She leaned in gently. You matter, Ethan. Her words hit harder than the applause. Later, as the room emptied, Jake nudged me from the side. Dude, you crushed it. I thought I'd faint. You didn't. You lit up. I smirked. Really? Like full-on anime glow.
I laughed.
You're ridiculous. He grinned. I mean it, you had them. Hooked. I stared at the now empty chairs. I just told the truth. That's all people want. I used to think my pain was useless. Jake tapped my chest. Not useless. Just waiting for the right time. I nodded slowly. Feels weird. It does. Being heard. Jake handed me a water bottle. Get used to it. I took a sip. I'm not a speaker. Doesn't matter. You're a voice. I looked at the mic still on the stand. Think they'll ask me back? He smirked. They'd be dumb not to. Looked down at my hands. They were still shaking, but this time not from fear. Asterisk boarding group C, the speaker called. I stood there, ticket in hand, staring at the same gate where they once left me. Ethan. Mr. Jacobs jogged up, slightly out of breath. Didn't. Miss ya? Did I? I smiled. Barely. Thought you hated airports. I do, he chuckled. But I wasn't going to let you fly off without a proper send-off. I still remember the last time I stood here, I muttered. Hey, he looked at me, I know. They said the trip was too expensive. He didn't say anything right away. Then, their loss. I nodded. Funny how now someone's paying for me to be flown out to New York to speak. And film, he added. Don't downplay it. I'm trying not to. You nervous a little? Okay, a lot. He put a hand on my shoulder. You're not just going for you. You're going for every kid who's ever been told. They weren't worth the cost. I swallowed. I keep hearing my mom's voice. We can't afford it, Ethan. Don't be dramatic. Mr. Jacobs' face tightened. You were never dramatic. We're just hurting, I exhaled. Weird. I'm not even mad anymore. That's growth. I think I just outgrew the need for their approval. He nodded. That's freedom. A group of teenagers passed us, laughing. One of them did a double take. Hey, are you Ethan? From the Invisible Sun channel? I smiled. Yeah, that's me. He helped me, man. I stepdad used. To say I was baggage, but your video Unwanted doesn't mean worthless. It made me stay. Stay? I asked. He looked me dead in the eye. Alive? I blinked. I don't know what to say. He grinned. Just keep posting. I will. He walked away. Mr. Jacobs turned to me. That right there? That's why you can't doubt yourself. I looked at my shoes. Sometimes I still do. That's okay. Just don't quit. The final boarding call echoed. This is it, I said. He pulled me into a hug. You did good, son. Thank you for seeing me when no one else did. You look proud. Nah, I just turned on the lights. You were already there, shining. I smiled. I owe you. You owe me a postcard from Times Square. Deal. As I walked toward the gate, I felt my heart racing. But it wasn't fear. It was purpose. I scanned my ticket, walked down the jet bridge, found my window seat. The plane began to move. I looked outside. The same clouds that once felt out of reach were now just part of the path. I leaned toward the glass and whispered, I wasn't too expensive. They were just too cheap to see my worth. The engines roared louder. And as the ground fell away beneath me, one last thought came to mind. They didn't pay for my ticket. Oh, but I bought my wings.